Hey everybody, how's it going? Today, let's take a detailed look at this quite rare and very unique Corvette, the 1998 Indianapolis 500 Commemorative Edition. The 82nd Indianapolis 500 was held May 24th, 1998, of which the Corvette was the official pace car for the year. And this is going to be a detailed, in-depth review of the Indianapolis 500 Corvette. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, as well as show you a bunch of the unique aspects of the interior as well as exterior. Special thanks and shout out go to Foreign Cars Italia in Charlotte, North Carolina for allowing me to come out and film this rare 98 Corvette pace car. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up, let her run. The exterior color is a custom color shift paint job known as Radar Blue, specific for this model. And the interior features a very unique two-tone black and yellow leather interior. Standard 6-speed manual gearbox. Beautiful muscular sound. There were two different transmission choices for the Corvette in 1998, a 4-speed automatic or this particular model's 6-speed manual gearbox. Nice and smooth, reverse, all the way over and up, with a very unique black leather-wrapped shift knob and shift boot, as well as the e-brake, all accented in yellow color contrast stitching. And so we're going to cut on the headlamps and the fog lamps, as well as the hazards. Both the front windows are fully automatic. So we're going to check out the exterior, shall we? 1998 was a big year for the Corvette with the introduction of the all-new 5th generation, otherwise known as the Corvette C5. It had been 44 years since the introduction of the original Corvette Roadster back in 1953, and while originally set to roll out in 1993, the project was in fact delayed a few years and at one time ran the risk of being axed. It's a good thing the production team kept at it. Those years of development led to the Corvette C5 being the most confident, practical, and well thought out Corvette to date, earning Motor Trend's Car of the Year for 1998 and being essentially one of the best performance and practicality values you could buy, with the coupe starting around $37,000 and the convertible starting around $44,000. The vehicle was actually designed originally to be a convertible, while in the hardtop model is actually a removable targa top, so the body strength is impressive from the get-go. Reviewers back in the day would rave on the overall well-composed nature of the Vette, its taut adjustable suspension, lack of rattles and interior shakes, and increased comfort. Compared to the C4, it was truly a world of difference with world-class performance for its day. The C5 came standard with aluminum alloy wheels, 17 inches in front with two 45/45 tires, and 18 inch in the rear with two 75/40 tires, specially painted yellow for the pace car Corvettes. Stopping distances were kept short with 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes with larger ventilated rotors compared to the previous C4 Corvettes, and with thick rubber keeping the Corvettes planted, the car keeps .95 G of road grip. As far as the suspension, it benefits from a truly independent 4-wheel short and long arm suspension system with automatically adjusting dampers. Changes to the C5 weren't just limited to suspension and the addition of a few cross members. The body panels are composed of sheet-molded compounds instead of fiberglass like Corvettes in the past. Its ultra-stiff, full-length perimeter frame measures in at 21.3 Hz, the natural frequency that relates to torsional rigidity and structural stiffness. In comparison, the coupe measures 2 Hz more, while the Mercedes 500 SL at the time was rated as 17 Hz. It also features tubular side steel rails and a composite floor combination with lightweight balsa wood core to dampen road noise and vibration while creating a very stiff floor pan. Finishing off the structural enhancements is an aluminum windshield frame and a robust cross member that serves as the mounting point for the instrument panel, also to reduce noise and vibration. Now for a bit more information on the Pace Car counterpart. Before 1998, the Corvette was featured as the official pace car for the Indianapolis 500 race 4 times. Each of those times, Chevrolet sold limited edition replicas that were available to the public. The 1998 model was just limited to 1,158 models, making it the second rarest pace car replica next to the 1995 C4 replica at 527 units. The 1998 pace car replica was also nearly identical to the real thing, all built by the factory, and no other replica had come closer than the C5. The only things that were missing were the race-required strobe lights, roll bars, and fire extinguisher. All these unique things of the race-bred package can be had for an additional price of around $2,800 to the $44,000 convertible base price. With the front-mounted LS1 and the rear-mounted transmissions, both the automatic and the manual, the Corvette was able to achieve a near-perfect weight distribution of 49% in front and 51% in the rear. Overall length is 179.7 inches with a height of 47.7 and a width of 73.6 inches. Being that the vehicle was designed to be a convertible from the get-go, it doesn't have a lot of ancillary parts in the structure between the convertible and coupe to make it way heavier. It only is about 6 pounds heavier than the coupe at around 3,245 pounds. And by not having a power actuated top, it actually saves an additional 15 pounds. It's pretty easy to use, and I'll show you how to use that in just a second. So we're going to pop the hood. The Corvette's 5.7-liter pushrod V8 also gets reworked for 1998 and features a new drive-by-wire throttle system. The new version, known as the LS1, put out 345 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 350 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM. This leads to great performance numbers with a 0 to 60 time of 4.8 seconds and a quarter-mile time of 13.2 seconds at 109 miles per hour. It was also the fastest street-legal car you could buy in the time under 40 grand. With a 19.1 gallon fuel tank running on regular and leaded gas, achieved miles per gallon rating of around 15 city, 23 highway. If the exterior design doesn't get any more radical, the interior definitely sums it up. Like you saw earlier, a combination of black leather and yellow leather to match the exterior colors. Plenty of padding in the Corvette's interior, including the doors, with a nice soft touch coming across. All of the buttons coming across the door are also soft touch, kind of like a membrane layer going across all of the different functions. You have your power windows, power locks, 2-person memory for the driver's seat, and your power mirrors. The sport leather bucket seats are power sliding, tilting with manual recline. It also has power lumbar, as well as power adjustment for the side bolstering, to relax it or bring it in to hug your body. Plenty of padding coming across the seat, heavy amounts of side bolstering already holds you in tight, and the leather is also perforated coming up across the center to keep the seat nice and ventilated on a hot day. And if you wanted to gain access to the back, just pull up in this little handle here, flips up and locks, and it yields a little bit of storage and some trunk access. Unique logoed floor mats, aluminum pedals, as well as a manually tilting steering wheel. The dash of the Corvette is also very unique, very driver oriented, almost like a cockpit feel. So let's go and see how she sounds. continue with the rest of the interior portion, I'll show you how to put the top back up. There's a little mechanism, or little button down there, to release this tonneau cover. Just pull it up, and there you have your convertible top. And while not the easiest thing to do with one hand, you have to make sure that you grab this rear portion here, hoist it up, and bring that down first. That way the top can just kind of unfold itself. As such. Turn in the little clamps, and you're good to go. So we're gonna shut her up. The Corvette does come standard with a full Bose audio system with in-dash CD player. Manually dimming rearview mirror with integrated reading lamps. The radio itself is very simple. It's a Delco head unit. All of your different equalizer settings are here. Your different radio modes, CD eject, preset stations, seek, tune, and clock set off to the right. Down below, you also have a standard dual zone climate control setup. So each of the passengers can stay comfortable no matter what the temperature is outside. Changing the different zones, one-touch automatic, rear defrost, front defrost, recycling or vent, AC, and off. Pretty simple. Coming down the flowing center console, you have a little cup holder hidden away there, as well as your lighter, power outlet, and little ashtray. Traction control, and a modest padded center console with power outlet. The thing I like about the convertible model Corvettes as well is they have this flowing tonneau cover that comes down the middle here, with the Corvette logo painted to match the exterior. Cruise control located on the stalk here, display brightness. Off to the right hand side, you have your driver information system located right at the bottom of the cluster. Going between your fuel data, vehicle systems, tire pressure monitoring system, trip computer, and personalizable options, all with its respective button. Overall, quite a stylish interior. It's very ergonomic, and it's got some luxury touches to it. Alrighty, good, shut her down. That noise you probably heard when I shut the vehicle off, also, it's got a memory function auto recall setting for the driver's seat. Whenever you put the key in, it goes back up to the memory setting, and take the key back out and it slides out so you can get out easier. So let's go and check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we? Yes, the Corvette is born to be a sports car, but the C5 redefines sports car practicality. It's able to hold up to 13 cubic feet of cargo space in the convertible and 25 cubic feet of cargo space in the coupe. That's enough for 2 small sets of golf clubs. How did they do this, you may ask? The engineers utilized dual midship fuel tanks that are buried within the structure to kind of space out the cargo space for the rear. The passenger seat also has the same power and manual adjustments that you find on the driver's seat. The side bolstering and lumbar adjustment, height, manual recline, and power sliding and tilting function. This seat can also recline, yielding a little bit of storage space and trunk access. Pretty reasonable glove box, modest storage space. In 1998, the Chevrolet Corvette represented the benchmark for domestic sports cars. With thorough engineering, timeless styling, and rarity of these unique packages, it makes for an intriguing future collector. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at the very rare 1998 Chevrolet Corvette official pace car for the Indianapolis 500. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where that came from. Take care everybody.